Welcome to Play with the Universe. I'm Ulla Suokko, your guide to deep energetic transformation and to the science of the universe. In this episode, we explore identity and how profoundly it shapes your reality and broadcasts your energy into the universe. And if you're looking for a sign, this is it. As you may already know, I do not believe in coincidences. You are here for a reason. Thank you for being here. Why is it important to understand what your energy and identity broadcast to the universe? Because the universe always says yes, but not necessarily to what you wish or what you want. The universe responds to who you are, to the energy of what you believe is possible for you, and to the deeper story you carry about yourself and about life in general. In other words, to your identity. The more I work with people, the more I see how much our lives are shaped not only by our goals and dreams or intentions, but by the deeper identity we live from every day. And most of the time, we are not even aware of it. We think we are simply being ourselves, when in reality many parts of our identity were formed years ago through experiences, family dynamics, disappointments, fears, or survival mechanisms that slowly became familiar to us. Over time, those patterns stop feeling like patterns and they begin feeling like truth. This is why change can sometimes feel so difficult, even when we genuinely keep choosing it. You may say you want more love, more abundance, more freedom, but at the same time, there may still be a deeper identity within you that doesn't believe those things are truly available or possible for you. And life responds deeply to that unconscious identity, not only to the words we say out loud. And the patterns that form your identity, they are layered. Sometimes we think the pattern is simply, I always keep struggling, or I always end up disappointed, or I keep ending up in the same place anyway. But beneath all of that, there may be an even deeper pattern asking, why is this not changing? What am I doing wrong? Why is this still happening? You see, the frustration underneath is part of the pattern. And then that too becomes part of the identity, part of your expectation, and through that, a repeated experience. True transformation asks us to become curious, to see behind the pattern and beneath the pattern, not with judgment, not with blame or shame, but with awareness. Awareness gives you information, and information allows you to make new choices, conscious choices. And not only choices of action, but choices that change your energy. You see, transformation is not only what you do, it is about who you are being while you do things. It's not only your thoughts and the words you use, it's the energy behind those words. Identity is energetic, and so is the universe. The truth is, you are not separate from the universe. You are not only part of creation, you are creation expressing itself uniquely through you, as you. It is so easy to begin identifying with struggle or fear or limitations or disappointments. We begin identifying easily with our past. But none of those things are ultimately who you truly are. What if much of our identity is simply practiced energy? What if you began calling in a new elevated identity today? Is it time to stop hiding from life? I think one of the most beautiful moments in transformation happens when you begin to realize that you are not trapped inside the emotional setup of your past. That awareness itself begins opening space for something new. If you are listening to this, you are ready. Life is asking all of us to become larger than the version before. Not larger in ego, but larger in trust, in self-expression, and willingness to receive from life. You have to receive to give. And honestly, those moments are not always comfortable. The moments of change, the moments when we are called to say yes to the unknown, because identity is deeply connected to our nervous system. Even beautiful change can feel unsafe or unfamiliar to the body at first. This is why we often sabotage the very thing we consciously desire. Not because we are weak or incapable, but because some part of us is still organized around an older emotional identity that feels safer and more familiar. And this is where energetic awareness becomes so powerful. True transformation is becoming more fully who you already are, beneath any conditioning or limitation and old stories. This is why returning to your authentic self matters so much. Finding out, looking deeply inside of you. Who am I? Who do I choose to be? What are my gifts and talents? It takes some practice because we're changing our habitual field. It is natural that we need to be quite vigilant at first. And the fact that you need to keep returning to your center, asking yourself these deep questions and reminding yourself doesn't mean that you're failing. It means you are changing the pattern. One of the most powerful questions you can ask yourself is, who am I when nobody's watching? Not what I present to the world, not even what I write in my journal, but who am I in those ordinary moments when life becomes frustrating or uncomfortable? And this is important because the field responds to us all the time. The field dances with us as we move through life. So what if, even in those moments, you reminded yourself, I'm not separate from love. I can choose now. And the best thing is to pause, to breathe, and to choose. When you begin looking deeply at your identity, you realize it can be changed through new choices, through shifting your energy and expectations, through seeing with new eyes. The field responds to who you are being. And right now, acknowledge that you are way bigger than what you think you are. Feel the immensity around you. Feel the field. Feel the livingness of creation right here for you to see and feel and play with. Right now, just for a moment, allow yourself to soften beyond the familiar identity you've been carrying, beyond the roles you've taken, beyond the expectations, beyond the emotional habits. Simply feel the space around you and within you. Feel what it feels to be here and now. Imagine that your life is not contained in this human form alone. Your story is not limited to what your mind already knows. Possibility invites you to step into the unknown. There are futures available to you that your current identity doesn't know yet. There are ways of living, loving, creating, and experiencing life available to you far beyond what feels familiar to you. Something within you is already awakening into a larger life. It's already there within you. It's calling you not from somewhere out there, it's calling from within. It's calling you to become more alive, more available for joy, more available for love, more available for the flow of life itself. Allow yourself to acknowledge your own greatness. Again, not from the ego, but from remembering that you are a spark of the infinite. You are not defined by your past. You are not defined by your story. You are not defined by your doubts or your struggle. What if you stopped arguing for your limitations or defending your limitations so that you could discover what else is possible? Ask yourself, what if life could become more beautiful than I have allowed myself to imagine? What if I am far more powerful than I have ever understood? What if the future is not asking me to be perfect or know all the answers, but simply be willing? Sit with that for a moment and breathe. Imagine a new space opening, softening within you. A space for your new elevated identity, not only through thinking differently, but through allowing yourself to begin experiencing the energy and essence of your dreams. Right here, right now. Feel how life is inviting you, calling you forth into a greater version of yourself through awareness, through openness, through those quiet moments when something inside of you whispers that there is more available for you than your current life. What if this was one of those moments? Life is inviting you to stop identifying with old limiting ideas that don't reflect who you truly are. Who have you been believing yourself to be that is not true? What identities are still active in you that don't reflect your inner calling? Who is life inviting you to become now? What do you need to be this person? Your identity is part of your inner alchemy that is reflected back as your life. It all begins with awareness so that you can realize that you are not a victim of any circumstance. But you can shift your story, change your energy, and become who you came here to be. Remember, the universe always says yes. Our part is to choose what it is saying yes to. It is a joy to play with the universe with you. If you feel called to explore what all is possible for you at this time, you are warmly welcome to connect with me. You will find the link in the episode notes. Trust yourself. Trust this moment. Trust life. You are infinitely loved.